So check this out, you guys. A customer custom ordered a 5 terabyte Barracuda drive installation for an Xbox One S. Let's do that upgrade. Alright, so this is what a 5 terabyte looks like. It's actually a little bit thicker than the regular one because it has to fit 5 terabytes in that little thing. So now we have to partition this specially for the 5 terabyte. Let's do it. Don't mind the dirty screen, but as you can see, 5 terabytes, it's 4,600 gigabytes, okay? And as you can see here, that the only drive that took the 5 terabytes was the data drive, and the rest are all the same. So let's plug it into the Xbox, do a reflashing, and then test. Took the Xbox One apart, a bunch of screws over here, take these off, and then install the hard. Okay, so we didn't really check the status of this device, but check out this fan. Oh, weird. Nothing on the screen or anything. There's something. Alright, part 2 of the 5 terabyte upgrade. It turns out that the fan wasn't working, the original fan here. Something was shorting out, and so it wouldn't allow the system to boot, which is a very weird fault of the Xbox One system. When your fan is dead, it would short and then the whole thing wouldn't come on. This is the 5 terabyte right here. We're doing the reflash right now, so let's wait it out. Okay, yet another problem with the system. It's stuck at 58%, and why? The drive is dead. This system is trying to check the encryption between the drive and the motherboard. However, this drive right here is dead, so it's trying to check it, and absolutely there is no signal back to the motherboard, and we're not going to be able to update the system. We have to fix this drive first. So let's see if we can fix this drive and hope for the best. It happens to be that this drive is actually good. I took the drive and I put it on a different system, and it took the disk engine. Okay, part 3 of the upgrade. This is the Xbox in question. This is the known good working one. I'm assuming that the port right here that gives the power is what has the problem, as we use this same drive here and the drive actually worked. So what we're going to do is we're going to test every single pin on the power and see if that has any kind of difference. Let's do that. We've identified a discrepancy on this third top pin right here. In diode mode, this one is giving me 0.7, which is the good one, and this one is the bad one, is giving me 0.4. So then we have to trace and see what's going on with any of these components over here. So we identified that this MOSFET right here is what connects to it, so we're going to test this MOSFET and compare it to the other one over. And I'll be damned, look at that MOSFET, look at how bad that thing looks. Let's go replace that sucker real quick. Alright, we'll take the disk now. Oh, yes! Yes! And the update is actually... Okay, guys, this is going to be the final part. This is the 5 terabyte drive. It has been reflashed. Let's see if we can get it to recognize 5 terabytes. Alright, so we finished setting up everything, and now what we see here is it says 1.2 terabytes free for the games and apps. Now we need to increase that to the 5 terabytes. No biggie. Let's remove the drive, connect it to the computer, and do the little bit of magic. We're loading Gparted over here. That's one of the most advanced partitioning systems. Let's see what happens when we do. So we moved all the partitions over, and now we're resizing that one to fill up the rest of the unallocated space. And this Gparted is one of those really nice pieces of software that actually does what it's supposed to do, and it's doing it right now. And so we're going to test, and hopefully the Xbox comes up. Alright, so we're at the final step of reshuffling all of the partitions here, and we're going to plug it in and test it out. Alright, this is the finale, part 5. Whether it works or it doesn't work, we did everything that's possibly possible from the use of technology and repartitioning and all kinds of things. So let's turn it on. Just turned it on. Let's see if we get anything on the screen. Well, it's a shame. After resizing to 5 terabytes, we still don't have it. It actually downsizes and it gives you an error when you have more than 2 terabytes in this system. So even though it's able to use the drive, it has a hardware lock on the drives. And it just makes you speechless. After all that work, all we got to do now is just install that software and return it back to the customer with the 2 terabyte drive instead of the 5 that he supplied. But we know that this is a valid test with all the Linux tools and everything that we've used, that this Xbox has a limit. Even if you have a 5 terabyte drive, even if you do resize the partition,